standards. So why do you support Trump, buddy? Take it away. Take it away. Why do you support Trump?
Well, I mean, right now, because we're engaged in a war with Iran. I mean, it's not. I admit it's not going well, but the way I see it, we're in the second inning. We're down 1-0, but we still got 7, or what is it? There's second inning. Yeah, there's 9 innings, so we have 7 more innings to go.
Talking about Iran.
Yeah, Iran. Yeah, we have.
Why do you go into every single panel and talk about Iran? I mean, for example, you were in Cringy Liberals live stream.
Are you stalking me or something?
No, I'm not stalking you. I just have friends that do these same live streams, i.e. Cringy Liberal, i.e. many other people. And every time I see you, and every time you come up into my live, you mention Iran. Well, you get cooked every single time on that topic of Iran. Do you ever do new research after getting cooked, or do you just spew the same misinformation and thinking that smaller creators would not realize that you're just spreading the same misinformation? Because you've been cooked many times on this.
No one.
I saw you last night on Cringy Liberals, right? You were getting cooked. You even conceded to him. Wasn't that?
Oh, nice? You talking about the black guy with the crazy hair?
Cringy Liberal, yeah, that guy. He cooked you on that.
Yeah. I mean, is he 18? That guy does not sound like a adult.
Yeah, so are you running away from getting cooked by him?
The way his prefrontal cortex isn't even fully developed, so.
Wow, that's a great counter argument to me saying that you got cooked by him, buddy. Wow, what a counter argument.
If you're under 25 years old, your prefrontal cortex hasn't developed it. So
what is that?
It's kind of like debating a smart. It's like debating a smart animal. It's like
you know what's like debating MAGA? It's like talking to a wall. That's what it's like.
Yeah, because if you're debating,
you know what it's like talking to MAGA? It's like talking. You know what it's like talking to MAGA? It's like talking to rape defenders, right? Rape defenders. I feel like you're like Jeffrey. Jeffrey, I don't know his name. He's on here defending someone who bought CP. That's what it's like talking to MAGA, just like rape defenders. Pretty insufferable. And talking to rape defenders is like talking to a wall. Pretty insufferable, man. Dun, 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 dun.
It's tough talking to someone who's under 25 because their brain hasn't fully developed yet.
Sure. So if you know that I'm under 25, why have you came up on my live stream like 4 or 5 different times? Do you like getting cooked by people who are under 25?
I just have fun beating people in debates.
Oh, what point do you think you beat me on?
Several. You won't even engage with my argument.
You didn't even provide an. I provided an argument that Cringy Liberal cooked you, and then you ran away from that, just saying that we're under 25.
The perfection of victory.
And then you're trying to talk about Iran.
Yeah, no,
is it a failure? If you don't meet your goals,
talk about the same thing.
If you don't meet your goals,
it sounds like you don't want to engage.
If you don't meet your goals, is that a failure?
If you don't meet your goals,
is that a failure?
Sure, yeah. I mean,
listen, Donald Trump failed when he promised no new wars. Donald Trump failed when he said we'd end the Russian-Ukraine war on day 1. Donald Trump failed when he said he'd get rid of inflation and the Israel and Palestine conflict. Donald Trump failed when he said he would lower prices so fast it would make our heads spin. Therefore, Donald Trump is a failure because he failed, quite frankly. He started a war in Iran, didn't end the Russia-Ukraine war, increased inflation, didn't lower the prices, and it didn't end the Israel and Palestine conflict. Therefore, under your definition, of which you just agreed to, he is a failure. And we shouldn't support failures.
The thing I was telling, I guess your buddy, Cringy Liberal, is that by that definition, then all presidents are a failure, because what you're really saying is
then all presidents are failure. That's great. But under your worldview, you think every single person is a failure then.
But I mean,
so then Trump's a failure? Why would you vote in someone who's a failure?
Because according to you just admitted it. Every president's a failure, so we don't have a choice, do we?
Sure. How is Biden a failure?
Well, if the standard you just set out is that if they make a campaign promise and they don't deliver on it, then that makes them a failure.
Sure. What campaign promise did Biden say? Yeah, which campaign promise? Go ahead.
Oh, I mean, I could look it up. I mean, every president has done that. Are you serious? You don't think he made a campaign promise?
I'm not denying or agreeing. I'm not disagreeing or agreeing. I'm simply asking I'm agnostic. I'm agnostic on this. So can you answer the question, please? What Biden campaign?
You think Biden didn't break campaign promises?
I'm agnostic on that. You need to convince me.
Sure, I can give. I mean, there's Google nowadays. So.
Oh, really? Is that a thing? Since when?
Let's see.
I
What
know you're pretty old, right? So
campaign promises?
make sure it's not Google AI either. I want a source.
Sure. I mean, I'm here to help you. You know, what
good boy.
campaign promise did? Yeah,
I like that you go fetch whenever I tell you to.
You're
a good piggy.
Promise that Biden break during his presidency. Let's see what the old Google say. I mean, I'm sure it's going to come with several because I mean, it's a presidency. I mean, every president, you know, doesn't accomplish everything they want. I mean,
that's a claim. I need you to prove it.
All right, so let's see. This is just Google, okay? So it says President Biden broke several campaign promises during his presidency, most notably authorizing the construction of new sections of the U.S.-Mexico border wall and increasing of gas drilling, despite pledges to the contrary. Other prominent broken pledges include failing to end for-profit immigration detention centers and failing to pass comprehensive federal voting rights protections.
Let's talk about. You mentioned you mentioned gas production. There was more barrels of oil produced under Biden than under Trump. That's going to be a false A and B. Then you mentioned the Mexican border wall. I typically talk this about my live.
So
Joe Biden was attempting to pass a bipartisan.
He wasn't going to build.
Joe Biden attempted to pass a bipartisan border bill, which included building the Mexican border wall. The Democrats and Republicans were on board with this because it was a bipartisan border bill. Like I said, this border bill would have funded the Mexican-American wall. Under this, like I said, under this border bill. So then Donald Trump shot it down, therefore it did not get passed, which I can agree with you. That is a failure. He made a promise. That is a failure. So yeah, I can agree with you. Biden is.
You agree with me then?
Yeah, you convinced me. Now tell me why. Let's just grant it to you. So under your worldview, every president is going to be a failure. Why is Donald Trump the preferred? Why is Donald Trump? Why is Donald Trump the preferred failure compared to Harris? Why is he preferred? Go ahead. Change your invite to unmute.
A president can fail in accomplishing his goals, but that doesn't make him overall a failure.
So if a president fails in accomplishing his goals, he's not a failure. That's great. Can you tell me why Trump was the preferred failure compared to Harris? Why was he preferred?
I think that is more important.
Sure, why was he preferred?
Sounds like you didn't even know he had broken campaign.
Oh no, I did. I just wanted you to see if you could provide evidence. So, can you tell me why was Donald Trump preferred? Why was Donald Trump preferred as a failure compared to Harris? Go ahead. Thank you for the follow. Can you answer the question? Why was Donald Trump preferred as a failure compared to Harris? Why was he preferred?
Well, again, I don't buy into your definition that just because someone broke a campaign promise, they're a failure. I mean,
but you literally, when I ask you the question, if you don't meet your goals and if you don't fulfill your goals, does that make you a failure?
Sure, that's one definition. Sure.
So you agreed with that one definition. Therefore, you agree if you don't meet your goals, that makes you a failure. Therefore, I'm asking, why is Donald Trump the preferred failure compared to Harris?
I have a different standard for presidents because almost none of them can accomplish everything they promise, right? Because, you know, things change. What's something they said
that's why I'm asking, why is he the preferred failure?
Not a good idea anymore. So
I
don't buy into the idea that just because a president
answer the question
didn't follow through with a campaign promise makes him a failure. That's your definition.
Literally, you agree with my definition.
But I said, but in life, not as a president, in life,
are presidents alive?
If you, let's say,
are presidents alive?
So let's say you set out a goal. Let's say you tell yourself, hey,
are presidents alive? Hold on. Are presidents alive?
And so let's say you start working out.
You gotta chill. I'm asking questions.
Well, I'm explaining to you what the difference is.
No, but I need clarification. I need clarification.
Don't worry about it. I got you.
Yeah, cool. So my answer is, are presidents alive?
So then,
are presidents alive? Yes or no?
Meet that goal of losing 10 pounds.
This guy's really insufferable. I've debated him a couple times. Roma, listen, man. You have 2 questions for you. Clarifying questions. I need you to answer them. Send you an invite to unmute.
I don't think that makes you a failure if you just didn't lose.
Sure, that's great. Are presidents alive?
So, yeah, they are alive.
Do presidents have life?
Well, actually, I take that back.
Yes or no?
Presidents are alive. JFK.
Do presidents have life?
I take that back.
Okay, does Donald Trump have life?
Donald Trump is alive. Is that what you're asking?
Does he have a life?
He's alive. Yes, he is alive.
Does he have a life?
Yes, if he's alive, then he has a life. Yes.
Perfect. So when you said in life, that is you're not actually sure. When you're talking about in life, presidents are accounted within that phrase in life. So when you're saying that there's a different standard between quote unquote someone in life, which apparently doesn't account for president, which presidents are in life. I don't know what that means. So there's actually not different standards. If someone doesn't meet their goal, they failed at that. They failed.
Well, that's one definition.
That's just facts.
That's one definition.
But you agreed with that one definition.
Let's say
did you not agree with that definition?
I mean, that's one definition.
Did you agree with that definition?
The only definition.
But did you agree with that definition?
That is reasonable, sure. But a person could decide to go for losing 10 pounds in the summer, but they only lose 8 pounds.
They failed at their goal.
What? I revised my goal. My goal was to do 8 pounds, and therefore I won. So people do that all the time. They rationalize it. They're like, well, I didn't get a chance, and this happened. So given all these other extraneous variables, I consider myself have met my goal.
So what's your definition of a failure then? What's a failure?
I got hit by a car.
Sure, that's great.
I got hit by a car, and I was in the hospital.
Sure, that's great. What's a failure?
Time to work out. So
this guy just
people can you can make you can turn a failure into a victory in your own mind. You know what I'm saying?
Is that it?
Yeah, and people do this in politics too. People say, "Oh, so if I ask you, hey, was Biden a failure in keeping his campaign promises?" You could say reasonably, "Well, he didn't meet all his campaign promises, but he met most of them." And in that book, that makes him a success. James Polk, I don't know if you ever heard of him. He was the president of the United States. Did you know that when he became president, he said, "Hey, I'm going to accomplish 4 things, and if I accomplish those 4 things, I'm not going to run for re-election." And he did. And so by that standard, I guess you could say James Polk was the most successful president we ever had, because he literally made 4 promises he was going to do during his campaign. He accomplished those 4 things, and then he didn't run for office again. So, interesting, huh?
Sure. What campaign promise has Donald Trump fulfilled?
Campaign promises fulfilled? I mean, he's reduced immigration at the border. I mean,
he said he would do mass deportation. That. Mass deportation has not happened. That's not a fulfilled campaign promise. Next.
Sure, but we're only 1 year into
next. Sure, that's next.
So
but I'm saying, what has he fulfilled?
We got 3 more years to go.
What campaign promise has he fulfilled? Go ahead.
Well, yeah, he's closed down the border.
How is he closed down the border?
Well, there's a lot less illegal immigration coming to the country.
I didn't ask the percentage. I asked how he closed the border.
By threatening to put people in ICE detention so people didn't want to come over anymore.
Sure, by threatening undocumented immigrants, by violating human rights, civil rights, and constitutional rights and natural rights. Sure, okay, good. Sure. At least you know that. Sure. Did he campaign on closing the border, or did he campaign on mass deportation?
Which one? I think both. Yeah, both. I think he's closed the border and both. Yeah.
Cool. So, what does it mean to quote unquote close the border?
Well, again, it depends. I mean, close can mean a lot of things. It can mean reducing the amount of immigration. It can mean putting in troops at the border. It could mean anything. It could mean a lot of things.
Sure. What is your definition of a closed border? No, I don't want examples. I don't want examples. Yeah, I want you to give me your definition of a closed border.
Closed border. Well, just managing immigration. Whether.
Okay, so Biden had a closed border.
A lot of people would say no. Yeah.
Oh, do you say no? I'm not asking for. The thing about you is you're very disingenuous. Just that's very vague. Most people think this. Most people think that. I'm asking you: did Biden have a closed border?
Oh, you're asking my opinion.
With your definition. Well, no shit, Sherlock. So. We're in a debate. Yes, I'm asking for your opinion. Am I talking to the other people? Who am I talking to? Can you tell me who I'm talking to?
Well, you're asking me
who am I talking to?
As a general principle.
No. Who am I talking to?
You're not saying, hey, who am I talking to? I want Romo. Give me your opinion. Do you think it's this? I'm like, okay. But if you're asking me how people see it, that's what
Did I say how people see it? No, I said. Did Biden have a closed border? I'm asking you because I'm
and I told you. Well, some people would say no.
Am I talking to those some people or am I talking to you?
Oh, okay. So you want to know my opinion? Okay.
Yeah,
well,
did Biden have a closed border? You did. He did.
He did not.
That's a contradiction with your definition of a closed border. You said your definition of a closed border is going to be someone who controls immigration.
Yeah, yeah. It seemed it was uncontrolled.
How was it uncontrolled?
Because they had the catch and release thing. They weren't.
Doesn't mean it's.
They
it's
lost
not
track
controlled.
of them. They really didn't prepare for the number of people that were coming in. The immigration courts are like backed up.
You're just
like
giving.
years
You're
and
not
years
telling
and
me
years.
how it was uncontrolled immigration.
Well, I'm giving you examples of how it was uncontrolled. I mean, they didn't hire
you
enough
didn't give me
immigration judges to be able to hear these cases in a timely manner. A lot of people are their hearings. They'll go to immigration court and their hearings are set out like 2 years in the future while they fight their case. So I mean,
Yeah, Biden Harris did.
if
The
you ask-
Biden Harris administration
if you ask
did try working for this. Yes.
I don't know if you know any immigration attorneys. I do, and if you ask any of them,
That's
they will
great.
tell you that the court docket is way backed up, and that they need to hire more immigration judges because they weren't ready for the influx of people that were going to come in. So I know maybe you don't speak to immigration judges. I mean immigration attorneys. I do, not regularly, but here and there because I know them, and they tell me what's going on in court. Obviously not confidential information, but just the mechanics of it. So, unless they're lying to me, I'm open to a different interpretation. But I mean, given that they're at where the rubber meets the road, I think they would know best. Don't you
Is that
think?
it? You talk a
Well,
lot.
don't you agree with me?
No, you talk a lot with you answer a lot. Whoa, I let you talk. Why are you interrupting? Quite frankly, go on. Get quiet, piggy. Quiet, piggy. Good boy. So you made a couple claims there. You said that they didn't attempt to hire more immigration judges and or fund more immigration courts. That's just going to be disingenuous, and that's going to be a bold-faced lie. The bipartisan border bill was being pushed by both Biden and Harris, Democrats and Republicans. So when you say they didn't attempt to do this, they did. They did attempt to prepare for the quote-unquote uncontrolled migration, which you have failed to prove. You said catch and release doesn't mean that it's uncontrolled if there's a catch and release, quote-unquote. First point. Second point, you said you talked to immigration judges. I have no idea what the fuck that has to do with anything of the question that I asked you. I mean, if you want to tell me the relevance, feel free to do so, and then I'll address it. But the main thing I want to focus on is the fact that you said they didn't attempt to hire more immigration judges or fund more immigration courts. Yet they did, and they did not get passed because of Donald Trump. Feel free to respond to that. Try to keep it under a minute and a half.
Yeah, you're right. What do immigration judges have to do with immigration, or hearing people's cases or anything like that? You're right. And
Yeah, I don't care about your anecdotes. I don't care about your anecdotes.
What do immigration judges have to do with immigration law?
I don't care about your anecdotes, right? I mean, an immigration judge that I talked to could tell me something different that a different one told you. They could be lying, right? I don't care about your anecdotes. When we debate, we don't do anecdotes here.
Anyone can
you
lie.
address what I said? Yes or no?
Yeah, I mean, you're just saying it's disingenuous, and that I said they didn't hire enough immigration judges, and that you say it's disingenuous and it's a lie, and then you don't back it up with any evidence.
Bipartisan border bill.
And I give you evidence that the courts are backed up. I even give you evidence of attorneys that I've spoken to, immigration lawyers.
Anecdotes, I don't care about those. That's your anecdotal evidence.
You can say it's
cool. I talked to an immigration court. I talked to an immigration judge that said that it was not uncontrolled and that it was actually perfectly fine. It was actually more than perfect.
Okay, that doesn't address.
Prove me wrong.
That did not address my claim that.
No, you made the claim that it was uncontrolled. Well, you made the claim that it was uncontrolled. I have evidence. I have evidence of someone telling me that they said it was perfectly fine and even more than perfect. That is my evidence. Someone told me that it was perfect. That's my evidence. Therefore, you're wrong, or disprove my evidence.
Do you understand what you're saying is a claim, not evidence?
So what you're saying when you're talking to, you don't even see the hypocritical stance. Whenever you talk to immigration judges and then use it in a debate, that is an anecdotal experience. I don't care about your anecdotes. You finally got it. Me saying that I talked to an immigration attorney that proved that contradicts your claim doesn't mean I'm right. That's not evidence. Okay, that's anecdotal experiences. I don't care about your anecdotes, Roma. I want you to provide actual evidence.